Okay, Mom. Welcome
back.
Happy Wednesday.
Happy Wednesday.
Before we get started, you guys know what to do. Pause the episode. Subscribe to our YouTube channel. You guys, it's the little red button right here. Come on, let's go. Okay?
Get it.
Give us those 5 stars on Spotify and Apple Podcasts, please. And for the real ones, we see you on Patreon.
We see you.
For those of you who don't know, we are on Patreon. You need to get on over there. Subscribe to Patreon. Okay? If you love what you see, if you love what you hear, if you want to continue supporting your girls, we've got extra content lined up for you. Every Monday, 7 a.m., you get an extra episode, and there are lots of other perks. So head on over to patreon.com/OkMomPodcast.
That was wonderful.
Thanks, yo.
I feel like you said that in one breath.
Maine ratta lagaya.
Very good. Very good.
First of all, I want your hoodie.
I'm not going to lie. This is a vibe.
It's a vibe.
It's a vibe.
For those of you who don't know, it says tawakkal on it.
Tawakkul means like have faith.
Exactly.
There you go.
Literally, it's, yeah.
Have faith
Have
in
faith
yourself.
and like belief in whatever it is that you put out in the universe, it will come true.
Exactly.
Gotta have that kind of thinking.
Manifest.
Okay, but
you,
and I
you
love
guys
yours.
see this? But guys, I have no idea who that is.
This is your OG Nazia Hassan right here. Hello.
She has been telling me. Then she put the songs on. Okay.
Yeah,
She's like, Hina, you know this song. You know this song. And I was like, I'm sorry.
Disco Divane.
I
Come on, guys.
didn't know it. She knew it, obviously.
So
and then her brother came and he's like, yeah, I know the song. And I felt even more dumb.
you gotta support our Pakistanis. Also, I loved Nazia Hassan growing up. She was just like such a pretty singer. Like her voice was so soft and like beautiful, and she was Pakistani, and I was like, oh my god, she makes such great songs. No, she passed away. Look at how pretty she is.
God, she's actually so pretty.
She's gorgeous.
Good heavens.
So, anyways, she used to sing with her brother, and I used to like love her songs. And Bollywood took a lot of her songs too. Disco Divane is they made a remake of the song in some Bollywood movie, but it's actually her song.
Wow.
So yeah,
Love that.
Anyways, the real ones know.
The real ones, no, obviously I was not a real one, but I am now.
Okay. Also, for those of you wondering, you are able to purchase these amazing sweatshirts from a brand called Rue for the Soul. Check them out on Instagram. Their handles are all below. They have incredible sweatshirts, hoodies, but also art. Have you seen some of the artwork?
Yeah, I actually did see.
And
it was
like
really cool.
Really cool things.
Yeah.
And I love the Islamic art aspect to it.
Yeah, it's very like it's not like overdone. It's understated classic pieces. Yeah.
They had so many hoodies, like I couldn't pick from which one I wanted.
Yeah, I really liked this one, and I know you really liked that one.
I love this one, but there was another one. There was a few of them that I really liked, but also I love the quality.
Oh yeah. Not gonna lie, guys, the quality is really good.
It's so comfortable. It's so warm. Right now it's snowing outside, so this is just making me so happy. Okay. And I love having the Pakistani representation because, you know, we got to do it. There's not enough. There's not enough.
There's not enough. And this is fleece inside, which is really nice. Or like, is this fleece? What do you call this?
I don't know, but it's a really like nicely
that
lined
warm material that's lined inside.
Yeah.
I'll tell you guys something, okay? This is lined inside. Sometimes I go to these like high-end stores and theirs aren't even lined inside. And sometimes I'm like, what am I paying $100 a sweatshirt for when it's not even lined inside? But guess what? This one is.
Yeah, exactly.
So I just want you guys to know that.
So please check out Rue for the Soul. Check out all of her artwork. It's incredible. Customer service is literally top tier.
Oh, yeah, it
I
actually
have to
was.
say, I would never ever lie about customer service. If somebody did not give me trash customer service,
Girl.
we're saying it on this podcast.
Oh my God.
Amazing customer service, just a gentle soul of a person. Okay.
For the soul.
Rue for the soul, the gentlest soul.
gentlest soul.
Check out her Instagram and make sure y'all like show her some love, please.
Show her some love. Give her a follow.
And honestly, this is literally one of those gifts that you can give to during the holiday season. Eid, Ramadan is coming up. Everybody's been asking us, like, give us. Last year, we did a Ramadan gift guide.
Yeah.
And a lot of you went out and supported so many people because you didn't know that these brands existed, you know?
Exactly.
Like, I know Walmart is, and like No Frills and whatever sells Ramadan things, but
Let's just not.
and it's so important to go to your own people, to their own unique style, their own blend of what they're serving. So
Absolutely.
please give her a shout. Check her out. And if you buy the Nazia Hassan one, because the real ones will buy it and will be in the same club, and Hina is not included right now. Okay, she's not included in this club.
Actually, now I am because now I know who she is. Okay, so stop trying to disinclude me from the club. I want to be in the club. Okay, I'm gonna have major FOMO if I'm not in the club. Okay.
If you guys buy it, tag us, please.
Yeah, please tag us.
Don't tag her. Just tag me.
You can tag Aruj. I'll let you tag Aruj because she was the OG that told me about her. Okay. Like I remember she's like, oh, I love this shirt. And I'm like, oh, cool. Like, who's that? Who's that? And then she gave me that look. You know that Rouge look, which is like you cannot be this dumb. Like, please, for the love of God, you cannot not know.
We need to add some culture. We're gonna sprinkle some culture on Hina right now.
That's literally what it was. And then we had a moment where the songs were played.
Yes.
Okay, and she was vibing to them, and I was looking at her like, okay, cool. I guess I need to know who this is now.
You know what's so cute? I wore this, and my kids were like, "Oh, Mama, who's that?" And I was telling them it's a Pakistani singer, and
Yeah.
I played her song on Spotify, and the way my kids were so captivated because the song is so good. Okay,
It is a very good
It's
song.
such a good song. It's
Yeah.
like old school, and I just love the vibe of it. And literally, my kids were like glued. Like my phone was on the bed, and they're just like sitting around it listening to the song.
Oh my God.
It was the cutest thing ever. So like,
That's so
Move
cute.
for the Soul. You stole my heart with this.
You definitely did. I'm not even gonna lie. With that one, you definitely did.
All
Okay.
right, let's get started.
So today, guys, we are bringing back a cult classic as usual. We already brought this back 100 times before, so
we're gonna do it
we're
again.
going to do it again. It's a Fazool and Fire today.
Yeah.
Fazool or Fire, Tim Hortons steep tea.
It's pretty fire.
It's fire.
Yeah.
It's fire.
Given like other places that serve chai,
1,000,000%.
it's way better.
Any place that I've gone to, and guys, like this is a serious moment in my life, okay? They make you watered down chai. I'm not saying Tim's does not,
Yeah.
okay? However, it is as close to what I can find without it being
Desi chai.
desi chai.
100%.
Well, there's some places in like Ridgeway that do a decent job too, but I'm
They
not gonna,
do,
like
but-
drive through.
Yeah, drive through. And like honestly, I love Ridgeway. Y'all know. I've seen you guys there many times.
like
My problem is
$10
it's really expensive.
Like
I can't go there every day and
it's
get
literally like a
cup of chai.
$10 cup of chai.
Exactly. Just like I can't go to Matari all the time because it's just too expensive.
Absolutely. That's like a guilty pleasure here and there.
Yeah,
you know,
seriously.
treat yourself.
Yes.
To treat yourself.
Even where did we go? We went to a chai place there.
Chachi's chai.
That
That
even
was
that
good.
it's so good, but again, it's like you can't go there all
You
the time.
can't.
So
You
for
can't.
your daily $2 chais, yes, Tim's.
Yeah.
You know what's crazy? My mom, who's like such a picky chai person, I will equate her to like Hina. Even she will be like, "Ha, I'll get it from Tim Hortons."
See?
She'll be like, "Ha, I'll get their steep tea because they actually steep it and you can taste like if you're having chai."
Exactly. They steep it. वो dum देते हैं से इतना
Dum
से.
dete hain.
Dum it, then what type of
What type
घटिया
of
chai is that?
this?
Chai bukwas.
Take a plate and cover the mug when you
Yes.
add your pani in the patti.
And then you gotta stir the tea bag so like
Yes.
the flavor comes out.
Seriously.
Why are these like people not doing these things?
I don't know.
They literally just like put a tea bag in, drop the milk in.
Yeah. Okay. I'm going on a rant now, but like recently my mom's been coming over. Okay.
Yeah.
And she's like, she wants me to make her the mixed chai in the pan. And the way you guys
Gaudy chai.
when it like ubas,
Paka ke. That's the color.
best thing ever.
It's the color and it gets gada, you know, and it's like
good.
thick and creamy.
It's
creamy.
so good.
I'm not gonna lie, I feel like I'm gonna actually switch over to that too.
Honestly, girl.
Because I need a little bit of a
and it like changes your life.
I think so too. I'm gonna go home and make that now. Lovely. Okay,
All right. Fazool or Fire. And this totally goes with Canadian weather. Boots with shalwar kameez.
how do I even?
Majboori hai yaar.
Majboori
hai. Why are you judging me right
You want me to
now?
wear my kusse in the snow? Like I can't do that.
My stylo shoes?
Yeah,
I'm gonna slip everywhere. Y'all know there's no grip under that. The Bata shoes are not getting
gonna break a
anywhere in
leg.
Canadian
She's gonna
snow.
break a leg. Okay, look, it's not that we want to. Nobody wants to wear their ugly Uggs with a shalwar kameez, like velvet ka suit pehna hua hai, uske upar Uggs. Like there's no fashion sense at all.
कुत्ते पे
That's not good. You're like, it's like a horse's hooves, okay? Like it's not the way.
You know what the worst is when you have to like,
times.
tuck your pajama in the thing so that your pajama doesn't get wet from the snow? You girlies know. You girlies know.
You know, back in the day, there was a style of wearing tights underneath
Yes.
like a kameez.
Yeah,
Okay,
yeah.
that was easy because
Facts.
we wear tights with our Uggs all the time.
Exactly.
But with a shalwar?
Yep.
Now the big shalwars are in.
Or the khule pajame, gararas.
Pajame. It's not happening.
Yo, I swear you will catch me tucking them in my snowshoes.
Sometimes you got to do what you got to do. But I will just like pick it up like this because I don't want it to get creased sometimes. But I'll be honest with you. If I look outside and I'm like, I'm going to have to run to my car and I can do it without the boots, I will try my best. So I don't know if it's a Fazool.
Fazool.
But because of where we live, it's fire.
हम क्या करें यार?
What do we do? Honestly, majboori.
Stop judging me.
Yeah. Fazool or fire? The spoon tapper on the dholki. Yo,
Guilty.
it's fire. I don't
Also,
care.
guilty.
Rhythm.
This is what I do. I don't know how to do the dholki, but I'm there
take
like
the dholki. Yeah. You're like
Tappe aandi devari. Y'all know the Tappe song.
Oh my god, such a good song.
Hey, kudi lor shehdi tappeyan to nahari.
There's like a rhythm, guys. You don't tap it like this. There's like a rhythm.
Big chammach.
It's got to be a
Don't
chammach.
give me a little
It's
teaspoon.
got to have the beat. You know, you got to go with the rhythm of the dholki. Okay?
But also, I look pretty dumb doing it.
No, you don't. I'm actually having visuals for non-desi people. They're probably like, what
You
the
what's
hell
her
is
role?
going on?
What's her role in this?
They're
Okay.
probably like these desis just bring any utensil.
You know
start
what's
like
extra Fazool?
chopping.
You know what's extra Fazool? Is the person who has the chammach who doesn't have rhythm.
Oh
Then
my
you're throwing me
god!
off because I clap according to the spoon.
I clap according to the song. Okay, she claps according to the spoon. No wonder you're off. Okay,
way off.
You gotta clap according to the song beat, the beat of the song, and the dholki player has to be fire. Okay, because if you have a shitty dholki player like me, like her, you're not getting anything done.
You ain't getting none done.
No.
I mean, call me to dance. I'll do that.
she
But
could do that.
Dolky, y'all hear my cracked voice?
Oh my god. Okay.
Fazool or fire? Saving guys' names on your phones as girls.
When you were younger, it was fire.
Fire.
It was fire because it was like, do I do that or do I die? What do I do? What do I pick?
You only have those two options.
Those are the two options you have, okay? And so, yeah, at that time, it was fire. At the time, it was fire.
And your mom's like, ye Fatima kaun hai?
Yeah.
वो
At this
मेरी
age-
नई सहेली.
She's probably like, wow, you have a lot of these नई सहेलियां that you talk to for
but-
hours. रात के वक्त
फिर फातिमा का फोन आ गया.
बिस्तर में लेट के No, you hang up. No, you hang up.
Fazool or fire? Samosa with chane.
Samosa with chane.
You never had it?
Like with chana salan.
Yeah.
Like samosa chaat.
Yes.
I love samosa chaat.
Fire.
It's fire. It's fire. It's so good.
I have this core memory of every time I go to Pakistan. So there's two things in Pakistan that are top tier that we cannot ever get here.
Okay.
One is their samosa. Two is their dahi bhalle.
The jalebi, sis.
Yeah, jalebi too. And kulfi. What am I talking about? There's not two, but
There's so many.
Those two things, oh, they have my heart because I'm a savory girly.
Yeah, you are a savory girly.
So they literally give you a samosa and put it with chana masala and put all the chutneys on top, and then they just do like a little bit of pyaz.
Samosa chaat. Bless up.
Literally
Bless
the
up.
best thing ever. It's fire.
I bet.
Fire.
The diarrhea is fire too.
Yeah, that def won't burn.
Oh my god. Okay, Fazool or fire, the puff hairstyle. I'll tell you guys what the puff hairstyle is because y'all are too young. It's when you go like this and you like puff it up like a snooki.
So
It's the snooki.
I'm gonna say Fazool because I don't have the hair to do it.
I don't have the hair to do it either, but
Does not look good.
back in the day, it was so fire.
Yo, did you have those little plastic arches that
The
you would
bump-
put? Yeah,
the bump its.
bump it, and you would tease your hair, and then you would put it
Because
underneath.
we didn't know that you actually don't need that to tease your hair. You can just tease it with a comb, okay?
Hame kya pata?
But hame nahi pata tha, and yes, I did
And the
have
way
that.
YTV would sell that to us,
They were such chute bande.
you get a small one for your bags, you got a big one for here,
Oh my
big one for
god!
here.
And like you're going to school with that. The effort.
Ick.
It's
Ick.
the effort.
It is
No,
the
it's the effort that we would put in, guys. And when you look back, we still didn't look good. But you better believe we thought we were like the shit.
Honestly.
Fazool or fire, wearing sunglasses on top of reading glasses. Who does this?
Who's doing this?
Who is doing things like this?
You guys, it's
If
Fazool.
there was ever a Fazool thing, ye hai Fazooliyat. Like, come on. Are you serious?
You're judging me for my snowshoes under my
I would
Shabbat
rather
kameez?
do the
I would rather do
snowshoes.
that.
Yeah.
I'd rather wear my Uggs than have sunglasses over my reading glasses.
This makes no sense. No sense. Nonsensical.
कौन सी
thing.
आंटी कर रही है?
I don't
मुझे बताओ
know.
जरा.
I don't know. Fazool or fire. When you're in the kitchen at 3 a.m. trying to make coffee and that steel ki dekchi falls down. Fire.
Yo.
And guess what else is fire? The chittar that come rolling.
The chittar. Okay, the way I would get so scared if I
my
woke anybody
God.
up.
Oh. It's like, and watch your dad come down the stairs. The worst feeling ever. I can handle mom.
Yeah, but sometimes like,
Dad?
if my dad dozes off on the couch and then now I'm trying to get a snack in the kitchen, the way he turn around and be like, "Dimag खराब है तुम्हारा."
I swear to God. I swear.
जाओ ऊपर इस वक्त कौन खाता है सोई नहीं हो अभी तक the बेइज्जती
Oh my God. The bestie is complete. The bestie is
yo
complete.
sometimes I want to learn how to do that kind of बेइज्जती
Yeah, we will. I think to our kids,
Really?
we actually think, I think that they think what we do is our
yeah but what if it's like we're all like gentle parenting look at me rolling my eyes
Sometimes
gentle
it actually
parenting
is.
and your kids are downstairs making a snack at 3 a.m. and you're like oh I don't want to disturb them
Or like you actually yell at them. You know, sometimes you're like, are you serious? Why are you doing that? And they're like, why are you talking to me so loud? That really hurt my feelings. Can you lower your tone? And you're standing there like, my mother would never even let me say that back. She'd be like, say what? Say what? All right, guys. So, you know, we love to just push everybody's buttons, especially the aunties and uncles, especially them, the ones on Facebook that don't like us. This one is dedicated to you. This is dedicated to you. Today we're
also
talking
they
about
secretly watch all of our videos
Of course.
I'm so sorry I
They
totally
love it.
interrupted you
Nana, karo baat. It's okay.
you guys secretly watch all of our videos hate on us leave a hate comment
But they share our things, which is why
Everything.
we appreciate you. We appreciate the
welcome
effort.
toxic aunties and uncles
Welcome. Okay.
welcome
Today's topic is
share your craziest uncle and auntie story
lovely.
Woo.
So,
You guys, the DMs we got this time around?
no,
Holy.
I'm telling you, this time around,
Yeah,
I don't.
you guys, the episode is not complete until Hina says this line. I've already declared it now. We're like, how many episodes in? If you don't, the one day Hina doesn't say this line, you know something's up. You know she's sad.
Listen, I would tell you something, okay? I was reading through the responses, okay? And I was literally laughing at myself. I was sitting laughing alone. I was
And then she
laughing
like,
alone.
"Aruj, I can't wait to say these out loud.
Oh my God. Because some of
I'm
them
excited.
are, you know, in the beginning, people were really like, oh, let's keep it polite.
Yeah, for real.
None of that now.
Fact.
It's gone. The politeness has left the building. Let's get
मैं ना
started.
एक घूंट पी लूं before we get started.
You're going to need more than one coon, let me tell you. Shall I begin?
You shall.
We're starting off with a great one. The wildest thing an uncle or auntie has said to me, okay? An auntie telling me to get weight loss surgery, but she's taking Ozempic herself. The Ozempic ladies. Dun, dun, dun.
How is it that you should be getting surgery but she can be on Ozempic?
She doesn't know that you know that she was taking the Ozempic.
Just go to her and be like, oh, आपके पास कोई dose है extra मुझे दे दें एक दो.
मैंने आपका फ्रिज खोला था मुझे नजर आया था कि आपके उधर एक दवाई पड़ी हुई है
आप थोड़ी सी कमजोर लग रही हैं.
आंटी
Is everything okay?
बहुत अपना वेट कम किया
आपकी सीक्रेट क्या है मुझे भी बताएं.
She's like बेटा मैं हर दिन जिम जाती हूँ खाना कम किया है रोटियां नहीं खाती
अच्छा, और जो Ozempic आप ले रही है उसका कोई कमाल है.
Oh, those
Okay,
Ozempics.
but I love how they just think they can come and tell me to lose the weight when खुद they're doing all these हरकतें.
But that's
खुद रोटी छोड़नी नहीं है.
yeah, no. You always have to have a second gulab jamun at every dabat. Okay, but you're judging me on even having one. These are the things that bother me.
Facts. An auntie at my father's funeral came up to me to let me know that my bhabhi didn't seem sad enough and wasn't crying as it is expected of her to do so.
I'm sorry. Like, what is the quota for crying tears? Like, do you count how many tears have dripped? Like,
Do we all not process things differently?
yeah, like,
अगर मैं रो नहीं रही, that means I'm not sad.
yeah, what the hell? But I think that's just the way they are. Like, there for them, it's like, you know, they have to do the whole vavela, like, "Wah!" Like,
Okay,
they have to
but
do
you
that.
know,
But
if
like,
somebody cries like that at a funeral, then it's also
so
judging.
excessive too. Yeah. Like, I mean, for me, it's just like exactly what you said. Everyone processes things differently. What are you supposed to do? Like, and you know, like some people, they may not be upset at that time, but then they'll be like super upset later.
Yeah.
Like I feel like I'm one of those people where I don't like to cry in front of people.
Yeah, I get that.
And so I would rather cry alone. That's just my vibe. I don't want to be like, I don't want people to see me cry. So I'd rather cry alone.
Same here. I actually like can hold a brave face. And that's also a sign that I've realized that I'm processing something. It takes me time to just like take it in.
Yeah.
Then definitely my emotions will play a toll.
Yeah.
But like I'm not gonna be out here being a rondu
Being a rondu.
just so that an uncle thinks that I'm appropriately crying at a funeral.
Yeah.
And then you tell me.
And then like
you tell me.
I just want to know, like, is she writing down like I'm tracking your tears? And for her to come and say to you like, "Beta, lag raha hai ki wo खुश है, खुश है आज."
Oh,
God. This is so stupid.
inappropriate, man. At a funeral.
And at a funeral too. And it's your dad's funeral, right? You said it's her dad's
It
funeral?
was her dad's.
For the love of God. My God. Auntie said, I treat my husband like a puppet because we go on a Tim's run every day. As you should. Okay? It's because Auntie's uncle doesn't want to take her out anywhere. So she's a little jelly. She's a little jelly.
Jelly is the word.
Jelly is a word. She is the Tim's in her house. So she has to make all the jaw.
Look, you go and
go.
you live your life.
Live your damn
And you know
life.
what? Next time, bring one back for this auntie.
I would say don't bring her anything.
No, I would bring it back and be like, listen, my puppet thought it'd be nice if you had one too.
Ooh, that's a good one, actually. Ooh, okay.
At a family gathering, my cousin's wife was shamed for wearing leather pants by an uncle as he joked, saying, "Lagta hai cowgirl banne ka bahut shauk hai tumhe."
Heck.
This is the most inappropriate comment ever.
That is kind of odd.
And what does leather pants have to do with a cowgirl?
Yeah, I know. Well,
Also, Uncle, how do you know?
Uncle, why are you getting so invested in
Uncle, what are you watching?
Uncle?
Uncle.
Simmer down. Uncle, go back to your Geo News. Okay? Stop doing these things. Come on now.
अभी आप Google search करें अभी.
Okay, but
अभी हम band बजा देते हैं लोगों को. Okay? Let me see your Google history.
I'm waiting for the moment that like the uncles and aunties discover ChatGPT.
Ooh.
That's the search I want to read.
That's the search I want to read too.
Forget Google.
How do I tell her to stop wearing leather pants?
But
to
I want to
this
understand this leather pant outfit too. Like, I want to see it. It sounds vibey. Like,
Yeah.
how did you rock this leather pants outfit?
Did you wear with like a shalwar kameez?
Okay, that's kind of cool. I'm not like if you could actually pull it off.
Yeah.
Shoot.
Okay.
I'm formula feeding my firstborn, and an auntie looked at my chest and said, "You're too small." I don't even know what to say. I don't think they understand that that's how it works. That's not how it works. That's not how it works.
I'm having a hard time on the show. Like, what?
I just don't understand why you would say that to somebody. This is what I mean when it's
Auntie,
like no filter. Okay, like people have no.
Yo, honestly, this is why our mom's always told us to wear scarves around these aunties and uncles. My mom would like, "Hamisha
They would
chati
say it
cover karo."
around the uncles, but now we know we need to wear it around
We
the
get around these
aunties
aunties
too.
too.
Who says that?
Also, can we just? Who says that if they're bigger, I get milk in them? What?
That does not correlate because that happens regardless of what you are. That happens regardless. It's just the
Literally?
biology of a human being, a woman. Girl, I am shooketh.
I have
Okay,
no words.
I have no words either. I have no words either. Auntie needs to calm down.
Yeah.
And you should just tell her, like, if you have extra, okay, yeah.
Muझे थोड़े से
If you're
आप
so
दे दे।
concerned, if you're so concerned, okay?
Or you can be like,
आप पूछ ले. Go ask the man above why it was like this.
you know, auntie, at least mine won't be sagging.
Oh my god. Oh my god.
You guys don't listen to my advice, okay? I'm just out here for laughs.
Today we're just here for a jolly old time.
I got told at a wedding by an auntie I've known all my life that I've put on so much weight. This was just 1 year of my own wedding. I didn't know what she was expecting and I didn't know how to respond. Also, she's a doctor. I don't know why, but that made it worse.
That does make it worse.
That does make it worse.
You are a buddy likhi. Like you've gone to school. You know You know what's popping. And as a doctor, you're like, oh, I know there's like so much, like, what do you call those?
Hormonal changes.
Hormonal changes. There's so many autoimmune diseases out there that can cause certain things to happen. We are women. We always have hormonal fluctuations. We don't know what's popping. And all of a sudden, this doctor who probably sees God knows how many female patients, is now dropping these lines on you.
Also, the part of the story that got to me is that you've known this auntie your whole life.
Yeah.
Those aunties, that makes me upset because, sometimes you build this rapport and relationship with these aunties. Like, I have a lot of friends that are like my mom's friends that are aunties to me. We have really good relationships. Like, I would consider them friends. We go out all the time. Like, if they get together, I'm like, oh, I want to come too, mom. I'll join them,
Yeah.
And if one of them said something like that to me, it's disheartening.
It's so disheartening.
Because I built a relationship with them and I know that they would never. So like, what if randomly they did? Then I'd be so heartbroken. Like, I never expected this kind of a comment coming from you.
Yeah, exactly. And then you also feel like, oh my God, does everyone else think of me this way too?
Yeah.
Like, and then you get down on yourself. I just think like the comments about weight are so, you have to be very careful with what you say when it comes to things like that, because you just don't know what people are going through. You just don't know.
I hate when aunties are like, "Lag raha hai, badi khush ho." After you get married and they say that?
Why don't you say that to the guy?
Facts.
Say it to the guy. Don't say that.
Seriously. It's just an auntie story. This is just an auntie story, guys, okay? So the story is, my mom's friend group has a committee party and they go to restaurants sometimes according to whatever the auntie chooses. Sometimes they go to American style restaurants, and for some of the aunties that eat zabiha, halal, they will order fish or veggies, and the ones who aren't just order whatever. Anyways, my mom couldn't attend one of the parties for whatever reason. The following week, she asked her friends, how was the party last week? None of them responded. My mom assumed that some drama happened between the aunties, but finally one of the aunties spoke up and told the story. As soon as they were seated at the restaurant and waiting for someone to bring their drinks, a waiter came by and put a basket of what they thought were chips in front of them. They were all eating and kept saying how good it was and unique tasting. The drinks finally came and one of the auntie asked the waiter, "Oh, what kind of chips are these? They're really good." And he goes, "Oh, they're pork rinds." They finally got a refund.
Okay, so for the people that don't know, like Muslims, we don't eat pork.
We don't eat pork.
We don't eat pork. So that is like major blasphemous. Like, like for us, it's like if that happened, it'd be like, okay, honest mistake, right? Whatever.
Yeah.
But for the aunties,
they're probably like,
Zindagi is barbad. Forever. The zindagi is over.
Oh my god. Okay, but even for me, that's gross.
It's gross, of course. Like, I would never want to like be like, yeah, I'm gonna eat it.
Yeah.
Because I don't want to. But I also feel like for that, like for us, we can take it in stride.
Exactly.
Like,
and
we can be like,
Allah's gonna forgive us. It was an honest mistake.
Yeah. But like for them, it's like, I can't even tell my friend what happened.
I'm leaving this committee group. If I tell my husband, he's gonna be like, I told you not to join in the first place.
Yeah, and the one bichari auntie that picked that restaurant. Lady, I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
You got L.
That's
like, isko to kabhi humne mauka hi nahi dena.
She's never decided ever again.
One dish at home only.
The best part was when they're like, this is a very unique flavor. Like, this chip has a unique flavor.
The mom who didn't go, the daughter who sent this, your mom who didn't go, she's probably like, Allah saved me.
The Lord saved me. Oh my gosh, that's so funny.
All right,
okay, I told an uncle I wanted to teach because it was my passion, and he said, passion doesn't pay the bills.
Hi, bilkul dil mein teeli mari hai.
Some passions do pay the bills, uncle. Okay.
What's wrong with teaching though?
Yeah, I thought teaching is like such a good profession.
Yeah,
but I feel like if it was something else, like if she said, I want to be an artist because it's my passion, then I think Desi uncle saying that makes more sense. Yeah. But regardless, you don't know what that person could do with that passion.
Exactly.
Like, imagine Pablo Picasso was like, it's my passion. And then people said, oh no, what are you going to do with the passion? And now that man is, he gone, but everybody knows who he is.
Mm-hmm. He left a name for himself.
He definitely did.
Also, these uncles need to tone it down.
Oh,
you don't know. You don't know what is and what isn't going to pay the bills.
When the uncles get involved,
zyada gussa chadta hai mujhe.
It actually gets more right. I swear to God,
because it's like you expect it from the aunties.
You totally expect it from the aunties, but the uncles are supposed to be aloof. Okay, but when they're like, your shirt is not really matched. I'm like, what?
So for uncles, like,
no,
beta, why are you wearing Uggs?
Right?
Itni bhi nahi snow. आजकल की जनरेशन मैं But how many miles? I used to walk 60 miles in the snow in sandals. In my Bata sandals. Okay, कैंची चप्पल में मैं फिरता था.
Oh my god, legit, they would say
They would say that. और आजकल के बच्चे स्नो में नहीं फिर सकते. My Masi, my mom's sister, she's 47, thinks of me, 26, as her competition in this family. She's so jealous of me that she created a scene at my sister's wedding because she wasn't getting as much attention as me. Mind you, I was working my butt off the whole wedding, helping my sister with her preps, and all she did was fight with my sister, the bride, and my mom the whole time because people were praising me for all the work that I was doing.
That is so weird.
Yo, there's a lot of like jealous aunties.
Why?
I don't know, because you know how sometimes there are aunties who can't let go? They have to reign supreme. And then it's like they want all the attention. They want to wear the best outfits. They want to be in every photo. Her wedding entrance mein wo to khadi hui hai.
Yo, imagine you're getting married and the random auntie's just like, beta, main tumhare saath chalti hu. Like, what?
Way to ruin my entrance.
Yeah. I just...
And even before the dula gets there, she's sitting beside you on that couch on stage.
Oh my God. You guys, she's stealing the dula's shoes.
Oh. She's drinking the doodh from doodh for the doodh light.
She's like, pehle main pehle tum piyoge. I honestly cannot.
She's gonna start the dance on the dance floor.
Oh man,
she's gonna
would.
go to the DJ and be like,
And
"Nahi,
she
ye gana
would.
nahi acha."
Oh my. I cannot handle that.
You know the aunties who have their like iPad or phones, and they have to be the second videographers.
Listen. This is an ick. If you're bringing an iPad to make a video, guys, please don't do these things, okay? Please, don't do these things. It's so thing. You're holding this big ass screen like a TV at a wedding, and the resolution is trash.
An iPad video,
like use the phone. Phone, okay, fine, but like the iPad. If I saw that.
I literally just like this. You know what the worst is? You know what the worst is? And then they're getting in the way of the actual videographer.
Oh my
or they're
God,
getting in the way of your content creator.
Yes.
And all you see is their big back
and
every
then
video.
And then when the photographer is and the videographer is telling you to post, she's like, no, do this. And you're just like, are you a professional?
Honestly.
No, you are not.
Or she'll be like,
You are
एक
not.
minute, she'll come on stage and fix your dupatta.
Oh my
like, I know, I
goodness.
had it set for a certain way. Don't touch it.
Exactly. Unless it genuinely was messed up, then we accept.
But
we
maybe is
accept.
it though?
Yeah, because like usually if you have a sister, your sister is on it. She's on it.
And that's
She's on
the
it.
case in this?
That's her role. See what I'm saying? She just needed to be in the limelight. That's so whack.
Yo, is this auntie single?
Who knows, man?
Because sometimes the single aunties are the ones who can't let go and want the attention.
From who? The video.
And the content creators, photographers.
Oh my God. Complaining to my mother-in-law that I didn't invite her daughter to my party. Her daughter is 40 years old. And I'm like, dude, why are you complaining to your mom? Yeah, that's kind of weird. Like, if you're that old, and why is your mom doing the work for you? You had an issue. Let's say I had a party and like I didn't invite you. Obviously, I didn't like you. That's why I didn't invite you. Okay. So
Straight up.
Or I don't know you to invite you. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
If I don't invite you, then you go tell your mom. This is another rondu. You got another rondu. There needs to be a rondu light that goes rondu in the house. Okay. Rondu goes to her mom and she's like to her mom. Hina didn't invite me to her party. This is a rondu moment. Okay. Rondu's mom comes and tells me or my mom that
No, it's told your mail.
my mother-in-law, hey, listen, your daughter-in-law didn't invite my daughter to the party. What's my mom gonna say?
Also,
Let me go back in time. Let's put it in a time machine, go back so she can invite her. I still wouldn't invite her.
But also now you want pity invites?
Yes.
Like, why are we complaining to Mills right now?
I would-
Don't ever get if you get the in-laws invited, now your def's not gonna get invited.
You're never getting invited
Future
again.
invites are all out the window.
Never. Don't ever ask for an invite. It's not happening.
It's not happening.
And then after that, they come up to you and they're like, hey, listen, Aruj, I'm so sorry. Like, I don't care. Like, I didn't care that I wasn't invited, but like, I know my mom, sometimes she just says things and she reached out to your mother-in-law. What would you say?
I just like, you sure you don't care? Because it sounded like you cared.
Sizzle.
I sounded like you cared.
Sizzling. Yeah, that's odd. Like, just take it in stride. You didn't get invited. You didn't get invited.
You didn't get. Are
It's
we
okay.
still at that age where
That's
we're
a
gonna?
high school problem.
Yeah,
Like, I didn't get invited to the birthday.
yeah. Also, you're 40. You don't need to be
At
going
40,
to birthday
I don't
parties.
want to be invited. I'd rather stay home. I want to stay home.
I'll just watch your stories on Instagram and I'm happy.
Yeah, because if I got invited, then I got to get you a gift. I got to get ready. I got to get an outfit. There's too many things I got to do.
It's too many things. I'd rather be on the couch in my pajamas.
Yeah. My aunt made a big fuss saying I wear Western clothes when her daughter wears crop tops.
These are the same daughters that hide and block everybody from their family, and their moms think that their daughters are angels.
I'm going to tell you guys something, okay? Something I've always wondered about. Why is it that you can wear a lenga choli that shows your stomach and you can't wear a crop top?
Make it make sense, people.
Make it make sense. Make it make sense. The other thing I'm going to say about this is please don't say anything about anyone's daughters. Stay in your lane. This is the biggest piece of advice I can give collectively for this podcast. Stay in your lane. You don't need to tell other people's daughters what to do with their lives. And that's the end of the podcast, guys. We're gone forever.
Welcome to Hannah's TED Talk. I just don't like the whole judging of what people wear.
Biggest ick.
There's literally nothing wrong with Western clothing. If you want to show up to a dawat wearing it, fine. Pehn lo, isme kya hai?
Yeah, and I also feel like, let's say it wasn't even a dawat. Let's say you were out.
Yeah,
Right?
yeah.
And you're just like out with your friends. It's summertime. You're wearing a cute little skirt. You're showing a little leg. Okay? Whatever it is. If you are allowed and your parents allow you to do that when you're younger.
Yeah.
And if you're older and you have allowed yourself to do that, that is a you decision. Other people's opinions should not play into that. That's my thought on it. Because you do what you feel comfortable with. I don't feel like other people need to be like, oh, you can't do this and you can't do that and you can't do this. I mean, it's different if you're like at a dawat and somebody's walking in naked. Like, that's different. That's a bit much.
We don't need to be doing that.
You don't need to be doing that. But I mean, if it's like an auntie saying stuff, remember we've talked about this so many times where we have also known people that like they will say all the things about you, but behind the scenes, their kids are doing the most audacious things. Okay.
It's
like
always those aunties who actually talk the most.
exactly. So stay in your lane.
Yeah. Oh, मेरा बेटा तो ऐसे नहीं करता. मैंने सुना है आपके बेटे ने ये किया था.
Exactly.
आपका बेटा इधर था.
And then you're like, auntie, आपका बेटा क्या नहीं किया? एक second. TikTok, एक second.
हाँ,
मैं
मैं
आपको
भी
दिखाती ये देखिए आपका बेटा क्या कर रहा था। कल रात को
आपके बेटे ने ये पार्टी ऑर्गेनाइज की थी. बस आपको बुलाया नहीं है.
आपका बेटा शराबी है. ओके
हाँ, वो लाया था. वो ही तो लाया था पार्टी पे.
वो लाया था पार्टी पे.
उसने इंट्रोड्यूस करवाया मुझे इस लड़की के साथ. उसकी दोस्त है.
Oh Lord. And I also think sometimes like their version of like wearing something that is inappropriate is like jeans and a shirt. That's their version of inappropriate.
Seriously?
Or like someone's wearing like a lower neck. And like for them it's inappropriate because everyone's thought process of what is inappropriate is different.
Exactly.
You know, so you can't really just don't say anything. Say nothing.
Just or be like, don't worry, you figure out what your daughter is up to and I will do what I want to do.
Stay in your lane. An auntie said to me, get back with your abusive husband because your family's is at stake. Girl, I got nothing to say about that. I mean, that speaks for itself.
Fact.
She is in the wrong. Don't listen to that.
What?
You know why I get upset about these things? It's because like some girls are like they don't have the self-esteem. It was hard enough for them to say they wanted to leave.
Exactly.
And then for them to have to like come back into it because of the pressure from like some rando auntie that you're going to see 3 times in your life is so bad. And the way they make you feel like, beta, apne aap ka, like think about what you're doing. Look at your family. Look at which family you come from. Yada, yada, blah, blah, whatever they say. And they guilt you so bad. And they have no idea about what you went through.
Or they're just
No
like,
idea.
हमने तो सह लिया था.
Yeah.
Nobody asked you to say it either.
Yeah. You're not getting an accolade for like being abused. Like,
And if it's an abusive individual, I am not
That's
going
what
to
I'm
spend the
saying.
rest of my life with this person.
I'm saying.
I pick me. I choose
pick me.
me. At the end of the day, that's what matters. It doesn't matter. I'm not going to go back to
Million
whatever
percent.
it is that you think because of some sort of respect.
And for the girls who have to hear it, please don't listen to this BS.
Also, if your parents are supporting you, let the auntie say what they want to say. Your parents got your back. That's what matters.
Sometimes I think you're in situations where like maybe your parents might not even support you, but like everyone knows what happened in that relationship.
Yes,
like
exactly.
You and the other person know. Not everyone around you is going to know the nitty gritty. So you don't have to like explained it to them. Like, you know your truth, and that's the truth.
Had a miscarriage, and a toxic auntie wanted me to have another before I started ovulating again. She even asked if I was ovulating.
What the heck?
Auntie, you want to check my Flow app?
Yeah, you want me to like take out my and show you what's popping? Like, are you serious?
Do you want to buy me the ovulating strips on Amazon
I can't believe this.
and
Okay,
track it for me?
you know, it's so crazy.
What is wrong with aunties?
This is so beyond for me, okay? Somebody has gone through something traumatic.
Right?
And you are asking the dumbest questions, honestly. Like, there has to be some lihas. Like, come on. Like,
Dimag phira hua hai in auntiyon ka.
I'm not even joking. This is such a disrespectful thing to do.
Honestly.
I just feel like, and then, you know, these are the same ones that they say something like that and you're like, this is so rude. And they'll be like, you guys are so sensitive. You're so sensitive. And it's like, do you want somebody to come do that for you? Like, you want somebody to be like, oh, you just had a miscarriage. Why aren't you having another baby right now?
It's also none
You
of
lost your mind?
business.
My
It's none of
God.
your business.
Why are you getting involved?
And like she's asking you if you're ovulating.
Lord.
I would have literally opened my Flow app and been like, here, you check. You check. Buddy bani hui hai na OBGYN. Chalo phir.
OBGYN. But that's so wrong because like they don't understand what somebody went through. And like even if sometimes they're like, well, we went through the same thing and we didn't have to go through, like we didn't have to heal for so long and we were fine after like 3 days. But that's you. You probably are still stuck in that trauma and you just haven't unfolded it or unraveled it.
Also, as we've said before, you guys don't a lot of this generation before us, they don't remember their own time.
Yeah.
So you think you didn't have to heal for that long. Hame kya pata hum the udhar?
Yeah, exactly.
Maybe you were bedridden for months.
Yeah, exactly.
But you're not going to say it now because you got an ego and you got to make me feel less
That
than.
is so true. Like you don't remember because it happened so long ago. And now you
Exactly.
feel like you're entitled to say things to other people's children that you have no right to say anything to.
I went to California on a trip for my cousin's engagement. My aunt told me I was too fat to sit in the back seat and recommended that I sit up front.
Oh my God.
That is so mean.
That's so mean, but I love sitting at the front. So. Like, okay, you want to have motion sickness? You go sit at the back, lady.
But
Oh, yeah,
also,
that
like,
is mean.
you should also have the, what's it called? The skills to be the DJ in that car.
Absolutely.
Okay?
You know, I think sometimes what we have to do is we have to put ourselves in the mindset of like, and I think everyone knows, like, there's certain people in like, it's not even always your family. It's like random people that you meet in the circle. Okay. That you're like, that auntie, nope. Stay far away. That one, you know, she's going to say something. She's going to throw a thana no matter what. Okay. So you already know getting into it that you're going to hear it. So mentally prepare yourself and be like, I know I'm going to hear from her, but I'm going to listen, but not hear.
Yeah.
Okay.
You know, I used to
one
hear
ear,
so
not the
much when
other.
I was growing up that I just would sit in the front without anybody ever saying anything.
Oh.
Because I used to hear it so much.
You used to hear that?
Yeah. Because people be like, oh, it's going to get tight in the back seat and whatever. And then I started hearing it a lot. And then I would just always just sit in the front seat. This is a real thing. This is really sad. And I'm so sad that people are still saying stuff like this.
That is actually so mean.
And
That's so mean.
to popcorn on this, told me I was too fat. I was 9 months pregnant.
Oh my God.
Auntie, settle down.
Settle down.
She literally has life in her belly.
Oh my God.
See, izzat to karo na.
That's the sad part because it's like when the women are saying it to the other women.
It's always that. It's always that.
Why is it like that?
I don't know.
It's so sad.
Tear each other down so bad.
We have nothing better to do. Like, it's really disappointing. And sometimes you're just like, oh my God, like, how is, like, you hope that it will change in the future generations, but like some people, they just feel like if that's your mom, if that's the type of mom that you have that feels like she needs to say things about everybody, have a conversation. Because God knows I have to have these conversations sometimes.
Right?
I'm not going to lie. Like, sometimes you actually have to be like, okay, these are the things we don't say. And you have to explain it.
Auntie telling me I gained weight after she knew I was recovering from an eating disorder. These are out of hand. These are out
That is
of
so out
hand.
of hand.
You know what I've been through. You know how I've been struggling. And I'm sure when you're going through an eating disorder, then everyone's like, oh, ye kuch khati nahi hai.
No, but
she
they
doesn't look
probably don't
healthy.
understand what an eating disorder is either. I think for them, it's like, oh, so, you know, like it's all in our head. They don't.
That's true too.
I don't think anyone, like, we get it.
Yeah.
But like they don't get that. They're just like, she keeps eating or she doesn't eat.
Yeah.
That's their
It's a
version
kuch
of
bhi nahi
like,
khati.
yeah. And if you don't eat, they're like, she's on a diet. That's what they think.
Someone asked my dad when I'll get married. I'm 14.
Oh my God. Like, let me live my childhood years, okay?
14?
For God's sake.
Who's asking these? I need to know who's asking these questions. Somebody send me a picture of the uncle who's asking your dad this.
Are we going to name and shame? Is that time
Should
of
we?
the year?
Should we actually be doing
We're
that?
ending the year off in a bay.
This one's so bad. Aunties that run their hand over your back when greeting you to feel the back rolls. Yeah, that was to
Yo,
feel the back.
And sometimes they go like this. I swear to God, they do that. And then they throw the beta, tum to healthy ho
Thoda
gaye ho."
sa,
Yeah. And I don't even know what to say. What do
you
want me
do
to
it
say?
in return. You be like, हाँ आंटी आपका भी लग रहा है थोड़ा सा. चले good life join करते हैं हम इकट्ठे.
The thing is, I couldn't even say that.
You just have to now. You have to, Hina.
I would just suck it up and be like, okay. I would because I don't want to touch
That's
her.
how we are. We don't ever pick those battles. But part of me wants to.
Oh my God. That I know a part of me wants to as well. Because sometimes you're like, this is so horrifying. And imagine there's somebody there when she does that. That's even worse. His aunt asked me how my first night was with him the morning after. Barf emoji. That is 100% barf emoji.
Ick.
That's a barf emoji.
Don't ask me.
Don't ask me. Don't ask me. I don't want to talk about it.
Remember we talked about how after the walima, you have that walk of shame? And you're like, nobody look at me.
Walk of shame. Nobody is.
Don't. Let's not have this conversation.
Okay. We are a more younger gen.
Okay.
Younger in comparison.
Got it.
I couldn't even ask my sister that.
Facts.
I couldn't ask my friend that. No, I might be able to ask some friends, but I wouldn't. Out of respect, I would not do such things.
And that is the difference, folks.
How do you do that? Why
Even if you want to ask, don't.
But why would you want to know? Why would you want to know
Because
that?
people are curious and they want to gossip about random things.
Why would you want to know that?
don't
That's
know.
such a nasty thing. Like, why would you want to be like, oh yeah, so tell me about how your night was? Like,
Sometimes you're just like, are you that lonely?
are you that lonely? Obviously they are, girl. They are that lonely.
You gonna fantasize about my wedding night?
Oh my God. And then they are going to like tell other people about it. That's the worst part. It's
Yeah.
the broken telephone chain. I think that's the part that's always bothered me about this topic.
Seriously.
The fact that they see things and say things and then they take it and then they pass it on consistently. And it goes through like the world. The world hears about it. Everyone in the world has to know what's popping.
Somebody sent us one. Oh my God, I can't even find the DM, but somebody sent us one where it was the night of their wedding and some random auntie called the mother-in-law to be like, did you check the sheets?
Is this still happening? I thought this was like historical.
We thought this was Game of
It's like
Thrones.
680 AD. This is Game of Thrones, okay?
And
This is happening in the time of King George the Fourth or whatever. Okay?
Shakespearean times.
Shakespearean time. Medieval times.
Medieval times.
You're telling me this still happens today?
And a random auntie is calling your mother-in-law being like, did you check
I
the
swear to God, if
Oh
your
my goodness.
hubbies are not at that door being like, don't you dare ever think you will step foot into this home. If they're not doing that, I don't know, man.
You know, I do have to say there's a lot of husbands out there who are also very well aware of all of the crazy toxic aunties that are in their mom's like circle of friends.
Yeah, because they probably heard all the crap from them as well.
Exactly. And they probably know that they're going to be coming out with all these random phone calls after the day of your wedding.
The sheets one had me. It took me out. What the heck? Okay, guys, let's progress. Let's move forward, okay?
Or just call
You don't
auntie
need
to
to do
like,
that.
"Aap khud aake dekh lein. Khud
Oh my
aake dekh lein.
God.
Here, come. Join me.
She actually would though, Aruj. She would come. She would come guns blazing, okay? She'd
With
be
her
so
little-
excited.
To bring her little Anak
God.
to examine what's happening here.
Oh my God,
Oh,
that's nasty.
so
Oh my
gross.
goodness.
One of my aunties stopped talking to me and would curse my child because apparently I didn't say salam to her husband.
I hope that curse backfires onto her because honestly, that is so dumb.
Excuse me?
Why?
This is exactly how we talked about
So
how
well.
when you don't say salam properly.
The non-salams. And you know what? For that reason, I would still not say it. I
Also,
would still
this is
not
the
say it.
biggest like moment of when I'm gonna cuss my teeth on the show.
Oh my God, 100%.
Because seriously,
These things are the things that bother me. What is something that has always bothered you the most about aunties and uncles? Like that you're like, this is why I feel like we talk about this all the time because this is something that has constantly triggered and bothered me.
I hate the aunties who need to know your business to gossip. There are some aunties who want to know your business genuinely because they're like concerned about
Yes,
you. Or,
yes.
you know, Hina got a new job.
Yes.
Or, you know, Hina's going to go back to school. Let's find out. Because they are like, we're so proud of you. You're doing so
Thank
good.
you.
You're doing amazing. You have kids and you're doing all of these things. We're so proud of you. We love your podcast. We've subscribed to your channel.
Wow.
We've also subscribed
really
to
like those
Patreon.
ones.
Shameless plug. Subscribe to Patreon.
Subscribe to Patreon right now.
But the aunties who are like, Acha, kya kar rahi ho? Kyun? And then the broken telephone of aunties going around. मैंने तो सुना है कि हिना ये कर रही थी.
Oh my God.
मैंने तो सुना है कि हिना ने अपने बच्चों का नाम ये रखा है.
Oh my
मैंने
God.
तो सुना है कि हिना ने चावल नहीं बनाए और उसकी दावत थी, चावल कम हो गए थे.
चावल
मैंने सुना
कम हो गए
ये
थे.
बहुत तेल जानबूझ के अपने सालन में डालती है जब आंटियों को बुलाती है.
और मैं करती हूँ. मैं क्या कहूँ? मैं करती हूँ. Do you want me to say?
That really bothers me.
I think adding on to that, it's like the aunties that have daughters, right? And then they need to make their daughters look better than you. So they will, on purpose, they'll ask you things and to your face, they'll be so nice. Okay. And then they'll go and tell their daughter and like be like, oh my God, she did this. And like, we would never do that. Like, do you see the way that she dresses? Yeah, I would die if my daughter dressed like that. तुमने नहीं इस तरह करना. Don't hang out with her because she's not a good influence. Look at what she does outside. Yeah, I've seen her doing this. This is what she was telling me. Oh my God, can you believe? And then the daughter who pretends to be your friend is not even actually your friend. She'll go and say things about you as well. It's because the constant gossiping.
It's also like the apple doesn't fall far from the tree.
No, it doesn't.
The way the auntie is, the daughter's going to be that way too.
Yeah.
And those are the friends that you end up not being friends with.
Yes. But then you know what's hard? It's like when you've grown up with these people, sometimes it's like,
Yes.
I grew up with them. So like, it's like I'm almost forced to be your friend. But then as you grow older, you're like, I don't really need to be your friend.
Exactly.
I don't need
You
your
know, there are actually a lot of people I know that like, maybe I won't be friends with their kids, but like our parents are friends.
Yeah. And I think that's natural.
Yeah.
Even I know
because-
people like that.
Because I think, yeah, when you're younger, sometimes you're forced into these relationships, but then you realize, I don't know if this is like the kind of friendship I want to uphold, or I don't have the capacity to hold
It's
on
not
to this friendship.
healthy because it's not
Yes.
healthy. Like, why am I so stressed in this friendship?
Yeah.
Like, why do I always have to be, like second guess everything I say? Because I know that if I tell you something, you're going to go and tell your parents. That's the stuff that irks me.
The last thing that I have to say with aunties, what really irks me is like an auntie who just cannot give anybody a tarif.
Oh my
Okay.
God.
Like, you know that you pulled all the stops, or you know that you're there helping your in-laws for a dawat, or you know that like your kids are so well behaved and everybody's like, oh my God, they're so cute. They're so this, but this auntie is the one auntie in that group who's never going to give you the
She's
compliment.
a negative nuzat.
Huh?
She's a negative nuzat. And there's always one, if
There's
not more.
always one.
If not more.
You know?
Anytime somebody, yeah.
Sometimes they'll drop a negative comment and then other aunties will be like, iski baat na suno, you're doing amazing.
Yes.
And I'm like, that auntie's my
Those
favorite.
aunties are the ones that deserve the applaud.
Facts.
And like when they see someone saying something nice about you, they'll like see it and be like, huh, but actually I feel like da-da-da-da. Like, oh, Aruj, tumhara suit itna khoobsurat hai. And she'll be like, हाँ ये बहुत खूबसूरत है मगर ये ना पिछले season का color है. You know, things like that. And you're just like, okay, lady, like you've been in the past season for the last God knows how long.
I had an auntie once. I had all my kids with me, and we were at this dinner or whatever. And this auntie looks at me. Trust me, my kids were being amazing. Okay,
Yeah.
and I very rarely like
Lose your marbles.
exactly. And they're being super chill, and I was relaxed or whatever. But my youngest, I was holding him in my goldie. He just woke up from a nap. Okay?
And they're always like,
And he just wanted to be in
Fussy.
my lap.
Yeah,
And it's
yeah.
fine. He wasn't bothering me in my lap.
Yeah.
I was just holding him. And she just comes up to me and she's like, लगता है बच्चों ने तुम्हारी मत मारी हुई है.
oh my God, you should be like, Auntie, aapne meri mat mari.
No,
Leave me
honestly,
alone.
I just usually I don't say anything, but I swear when it comes to my kids, I can't. I just looked at her and I was like, yeah, but my kids are my joy.
Aww.
And the way she was like, that didn't
Yeah,
go the way.
because-
And then the auntie beside her, kudos to this auntie, she looked at her, she goes, Beta, iski baat na suno, this time is gonna pass too quickly and you'll miss it.
I think so too.
And I was like, thank you.
I'm not gonna lie, like, yeah, they might drive you crazy, but like there are moments when you actually think and you're like, I will never get to experience this moment again. Like you have to
they
cherish the
weren't
chaos.
the thing was, they weren't driving me crazy, Hina.
And that's the other thing.
So it's
It's
like
just
she
this
just had to
perception.
say something because maybe it looked like I actually had it together. The once in an off chance that I looked put together.
That, and it's also because like maybe they also sometimes I feel like maybe they're projecting their own insecurities onto other people. Like they can't see that, oh, well, somebody could actually have it together.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Exactly.
Anyway, guys, that was our episode for today. Make sure you guys are subscribed to Patreon. Hope you got a lot of good laughs with us. Make sure you guys are always submitting your DMs on Instagram. Patreon users, you get the DMs first. And as usual, subscribe to our channels, Instagram, TikTok. Everything is listed below, and we'll see you guys next time.
Bye. Okay, Mom.